last Christmas, and since Christmas fell on Thursday this year, I started not to do a throwback message, but the Lord spoke to me when I was praying, and He said He hadn't put me on pause. So I guess He wants me to do this message today. And this is my part 3 of Spiritual Renewal. And this week it's about learning to rise and restore and begin again. And this Christmas past is what I'd like to talk about first, starting off. My husband and I were very poor. We got married in 1965. We had a daughter in 1966. And we were like the old country people with outhouse and running the water we carried from the spring and cold heat and everything. We were very poor and everything. But we had a good credit. So we'd go to the finance company and borrow money to buy our family's gifts. We knew they didn't have any money and they couldn't buy nothing back. But we would go in debt. I mean, and us as poor as we were, to make sure that our parents and his brother and sister, all our family got something for Christmas. And I mean, we cared about our family, even though we knew we were going to be struggling making that payment the rest of the year. And then when our kids got a little bit older, and I had a son in 67, a little later on, they began to notice Christmas, and I wanted to get them a tree. So I went up in the woods on our property, and I cut a little pine tree down, and I brought it home, and I put it up, and I had made a paper rope. You know how you link those papers together and make the rope, and I had strung popcorn, and I hung everything I could find on that tree to try to make as pretty as I could, because we couldn't afford ornaments. And I opened up the door just a few minutes to clean some snow off of the porch, and my mother-in-law's rooster came in the house, flew up in the tree, and tore it all to pieces. So anyway, that's one of our Christmas pasts. It was kind of comical, but it was very disheartening for me, and it terrified the poor little kids, and the only tree they'd ever seen was torn apart by a rooster. But anyway, we continue to take loans out and try to provide and give our family something for Christmas every year. And then my husband and I, we became Christians, and we were getting more blessed financially, and we were able to get bonuses, and we had, by that time we had 4 grandchildren, and I couldn't wait for Christmas to come because I had never had no family much. And my parents had died when I was young, and I didn't have no family much, and I was so excited. I had a son and a daughter now and 4 grandchildren. And I thoroughly enjoyed cooking and shopping and making plans and having a Christmas dinner at my home. And we bought our home designed for a big family to be able to have the holidays here and dinners and stuff. But then, as time went on, we had our grandchildren growing up, getting a little bit distance and getting married and going off on their own. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody today or to say anything about anybody, but people don't care about each other like they used to. It used to be if you had a problem, you had a neighbor, your problem was their problem, and they do everything they could to help you. Today, if you got a problem, and people don't want to be bothered, and I'm telling you, I hate to say it, but family members are that way as well. And so some Christians have become hard-hearted and cold, and they don't care about one another. And all they got on their mind is just the few they have around them at that point, and they don't know how to reach out. They've lost their ability to love and care about a grandparent or a great-grandparent. And I'm not picking on nobody in particular. I'm just saying the whole world is that way. It's just not my family. I have a whole lot more contact with my family, and I have a whole lot better family than most people that I know. But, I don't regret one thing. My husband and I loved and we cared about our families, and we wanted them to be happy, and we wanted them to have something. And some of them were our enemies. Some of them were our worst enemies, and we went and bought them stuff and gave it to them anyway for Christmas. And, but that was the way we were raised, and we acquired it. We just had a natural heart to love and care for our families. And I'm afraid that thing is the thing of the past. People don't do it anymore. They don't really care for each other anymore. And today, if you want to learn to rise and restore and begin again, let me tell you, if you're a widow or widower or just divorced and you're alone by yourself, and all your family has had different paths they've had to take, and they're no longer with you, and you feel like you're alone by yourself, you're never alone. Jesus said He was with you always. He would go with you even to the end of the world. And you have to learn If you want to rise above this stuff and you want to get your spiritual renewal back, you have got to put everything back in compartments where it goes. And you've got to learn to let go. Let the ones that love you come to be with you, and the ones that don't. And if you feel like you want privacy and you want peace and you want a time by yourself, then you take it. You don't apologize for it. You don't explain to them. Now, people, if you want to learn to rise and restore and begin again, you've got to lay family on the altar. Give it to the Lord. Don't stress yourself over it. Don't worry about it. God's got them in control. Whenever you think that they're out of control, God's got everything in control. And today you've got to learn. This is not going to harden my heart. This is not going to make me hate. This is not going to make me miserable. This is going to make me happy, because finally I am free to choose. If I want family, I can have them here. If I don't, I'll just say, well, hey, if I don't feel like I'm able to come up to it, I can just say, hey, I want my day of peace. That's what I gave myself this year, a gift of peace. I pray that for all of you. I pray all of you, you've got close families, that you enjoy them as long as you can, because one day those children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren are going to grow up, and they're going to have another part of their lives and when they marry, and they're going to have in-laws, and then they're going to be pulled in different directions, and it may leave you out like it has me. See, I was so excited when I had my 4 grandchildren, because I finally had family, and I've had to learn to let go of them, because I don't see none of them, hardly maybe one on Christmas, sometimes 1 or 2 this year. I hope y'all have a blessed year, and I hope this message helped you. If it did, give me a thumbs up, comment there, tell me about your family, your Christmases. If this has helped you in any way and you'd like to hear more videos, I've got part 4 coming out next week of spiritual renewal, and you just hit that bell and subscribe to my channel, and may the Lord bless you all in Jesus' name. Love you with the love of the Lord.